If you have been trying to lose weight for years and have never been successful, feeling like you've had to starve yourself or choke down these bland meals or literally spend hours sweating it out in a gym, you've tried every single diet out there, bought the expensive gym membership, told yourself that you'd start on Monday, and yet here you are, feeling stuck, like weight loss is this endless battle. Maybe you lack structure or lack direction or accountability. Maybe you struggle to juggle the demands of life and work and family and faith. My name is Elie, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how I lost 40 pounds without even trying, and how I helped George completely change his body composition, Susie reverse her diabetes markers, and Iris lose 44 pounds. Now, jumping straight into the point, the reason that you have struggled so much in the past with this is because all the different plans or routines that you have tried have required insane amounts of effort. And effort's not a bad thing. It means that you'll probably see results quick. But, and there's a but, effort requires focus, time, and energy. So inevitably what happens when life gets busy, work piles up, family demands increase is you have less focus, time, and energy to be devoting towards your fitness. So what you need is something that's actually going to help you lose weight without even trying. It's not a pill because, let's be honest, if you're watching this, you're probably not the type of person who wants to be on an appetite suppressing pill, right? So in this short video, I'm going to show you how to lose weight without dieting, without keto or carnivore, without hating your life, without being so worried about food. And listen, if you don't have 20-25 minutes to invest in your future health, this model probably isn't going to be a good fit for you anyways. But I want you to know that I'm speaking here from experience. I've been where you are. Not obese in any means, but not happy in my body. I used to be 205 pounds. And maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but to me it was, because I was strength training 5-6 times a week, walking 10,000 steps a day, and watching my calories, and yet I was never able to lose the stubborn fat. Actually, that's not true. One time I was able to lose it, but I was walking 20,000 steps a day. I was only eating literally oatmeal, chicken breast, rice, and drinking protein shakes. I was waking up at 5 a.m., doing fasted cardio, strength training, still 5 to 6 times a week, spending an hour or more in the gym. I had to cut out my social life, meaning I couldn't go out and eat with my friends because they were going and eating burgers and steaks, and I didn't want to be the guy who's like, I'm having a salad. I stopped snacking, and this was hard for me because I love snacking. And after putting all that energy in, I was able to get down to 180 pounds. And I was actually really proud of that. But guess what happened? I rebounded. All that restriction made me crave everything so much more. And so what took me 12 weeks to achieve, I gained back in 4, plus with interest as well. I binge ate the Oreos, I binge ate cookies and candy and pizza and burgers and everything that I restricted myself of. And I was actually more unhappy than I was before. I felt like I wasted all that time, energy to just achieve some temporary results. But after I found the model that I'm going to be showing you today, not only was I able to lose 40 pounds without even trying, no dieting, no keto, no carb cutting, no calorie counting. I didn't have to walk 20,000 steps. I didn't even have to walk 10,000 steps a day. I think I probably walk 3,000 steps a day right now. I don't have to opt for a salad instead of a burger. In fact, I probably eat more than most people I know. And I'm still in better shape. And most importantly, I was able to sustain these results for years without even focusing on them. They just came naturally as a byproduct of what I was doing. So honestly, the reason most people fail in keeping the stubborn weight off is not because the weight is stubborn. And it's not because you lack willpower. It's because all those other methods that you have tried were not sustainable for your lifestyle. Granted, they may work for somebody else. Keto may work for crazy Aunt Kathy who is always doing keto and has seen the weight loss. The typical bodybuilder diet may work for someone else. But if you don't find it enjoyable and fun, and it's not adaptable to your life, you're never going to stick with it. And listen, that's 100% normal. The reason you are where you are today is not your fault. It's just simply because you haven't found something that's actually worked for you. You've never found a routine that's built around your lifestyle. And here's the deal. These things work. They work for other people, but that doesn't necessarily mean they'll work for you. What if you decided to actually evaluate whether or not a program will work before you risk your money on it? Well, why don't we do that together? There are 7 metrics that I find come into play when evaluating this. So number 1 is going to be your enjoyment. Literally, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. You have to find it fun. You have to like it. Number 2 is going to be the work or energy demands that are required. Does it demand excessive energy that you cannot maintain if life gets busy? Number 3 is efficiency. Are you maximizing the results that you are able to get in minimal time? Number 4 is simplicity. Is it easy to follow or so insanely complicated that you hate your life? Number 5 is going to be customizability. Can it adapt to your schedule, your fitness level, your preferences, or are you adapting to fit into the program? Number 6 is going to be intentionality. Is it designed for you? Is it designed with purpose? Or are you just following some generic program? And number 7 is going to be probably the most important one, sustainability. Is this a quick fix? Or is it a lifestyle that you can actually see yourself doing for years? So, for example, let's go ahead and imagine that you were doing keto and high intensity classes at your local gym. This is pretty common. And we'll look at it according to those 7 metrics. Number 1, enjoyment. I'd say pretty low. Let's be honest. Cutting out carbs is not enjoyable. And so you're cranky, you're tired, let alone for your workouts, and then throughout the rest of the day. Energy required is high, literally high intensity workouts. And yet you are limiting the energy that your body is consuming, especially carbs, which are the main source of fuel for these kinds of workouts. Efficiency, I'm gonna actually give it a medium. It's not bad. You'll probably see results fairly quickly. Simplicity is low. The reason for it is because you probably have to change your entire diet to accommodate for this. You have to go and buy like some weird protein bread from some random supplement store that clearly is not fresh and was sitting in a freezer for 6 weeks beforehand, if not longer. And you have to change everything that you're eating to accommodate this diet. Customizability is also low. You can't really change much of what you're doing. You can't really veer off the plan. Like if you eat a carb, you ruin the whole diet. If you do something different in the high intensity class, then you ruin the whole point of the workout. Intentionality, thus, is also low because these classes are not designed around your life. They're a one size fits all. It's ahead of people programming for hundreds of gym, and you just get to follow what hundreds and thousands of other people are doing that day. They're not designed around your life, your body, your injuries, your preferences. And finally, sustainability. Let's be 100% honest. Are you really going to spend the rest of your life not eating carbs? Are you going to be 90 years old and your grandchild brings you a birthday cake and you're saying, sorry, I'm keto? No. And so guess what happens when you decide to get back into your normal rhythm? Inevitably, you restricted yourself so much from carbs that your body is now craving them. And so you rebound, you binge eat, you feel guilty, you adopt the all or nothing mentality, and you enter this pretty nasty cycle, give up, and gain more weight than you lost in the first place. So probably not the best idea. Okay, let's look at another example. This is a very common example. This is personally what I did the first time I was able to lose the weight, to lose the 20 pounds. It's the typical bodybuilder strength training diet. So if you're not familiar, let's say you're in the gym 5 to 6 times a week doing push-pull legs, downloaded a program online, or your friend at the gym gave you a program. You're in the gym, let's say an hour. You know what? We'll add some cardio at the end. Let's just for the sake of this say you're in the gym for an hour and 20 minutes. 1 hour of strength training and 20 minutes of cardio at the end. For your meals, you're eating a high protein diet in a caloric deficit. So you chicken breast, oatmeal, rice, protein shakes, and the like. Okay, enjoyment. Medium? It could be low, could be high. This really depends on you. Like, you actually enjoy this kind of diet? Maybe. But if you're anything like me, you find it boring. I also find walking on a treadmill for 20 minutes really boring. Energy required is going to be medium. They're not the most intense workouts in the world, but they still require some kind of energy. Efficiency is going to be medium. You'll probably see some good results within a solid time frame, so it'll get you somewhere. Simplicity is medium. It's simple and easy to follow, and once you find a rhythm, it's actually fairly easy to continue keeping it up. However, you might plateau. Customizability is medium. You could move the workouts around or adapt the diet as long as you're sticking to the macronutrients. Intentionality, I'm actually maybe going to say low on this one. Odds are, if you're anything like me, you're just following some generic plan that your friend gave you, or some guy in the gym, or some influencer you saw online. So it's not really designed for you. with purpose around your goals, your preferences, your injuries, etc. And finally, sustainability, I'm also going to say medium. Again, if you find a good rhythm here, you could maintain it. You could see some solid results, but the hard part is maintaining it, because it's actually easy to see results. The hard part is maintaining it for life. So as you can see, I'm actually not against that option. It's fairly solid. It will get you results. It's the option I used in the past, but you could be taken to an extreme. And the extreme is when you follow the move more, eat less principle. The hard part about this is, let's be honest, the more you move, the more you want to eat, not the less you want to eat. And so it can get pretty depressing pretty quickly when you are restricting what your body naturally wants more of. Now, let's test the model that I'm going to show you today with these same metrics. Number one, enjoyment. High. It's designed to be fun so that you can enjoy the process and see the results naturally. Number two, energy. And this depends. Anywhere between low to high. AKA, you can tailor how much energy you have and how much energy you want to pour into this depending on what area or season of life you're in. In less busy seasons, you can spend more energy. In more busy seasons, you can spend less energy and still continue to see results. Efficiency. If you're doing it right, it's designed that you can see results quickly. Efficiency is high. Simplicity is high. It stresses the foundations as the building blocks and mastering the foundations. I've had beginners and amateurs and pros use this model and see results. Customizability is high. It's literally designed to fit into your life, not you have to mold your life into it. Intentionality is high. Everything is put in there with purpose, for a purpose, so that you can get short-term results and long-term results. And finally, sustainability is high. You can keep the results for life, the same way I am now. Okay, at this point, you're probably thinking to yourself, this sounds a little too good to be true. Like, is there really a way that you can lose weight without even trying and keep the weight off for life, without dieting, without the keto, without the fasting? Let me call that out right now. Yes, you can. The false belief here is that weight loss has to be some kind of insane sacrifice and suffering. But the truth is, when you're following a well-designed, intentional, efficient program, it just becomes natural. It just becomes a part of your routine. It's no longer a chore, but something you actually look forward to. So this is actually really interesting. According to some research, the method I'm about to show you, if you are able to devote only 1.5 hours per week, and that's not a lot of time, let's be honest, you probably spend more time on social media. 1.5 hours per week, men had an average decrease of 4.5 kilos of weight per month, and women losing around 1.5 kilos of weight per month. So is it huge decreases of weight? No, they're modest, but if you're able to sustain it long term, which the whole goal of the model I'm about to show you, you actually will see the results for life. My client Sarah just texted me this morning saying she lost 7 pounds in her first month without even trying. Safwan, also another client, he just joined 2 weeks ago and already lost 4 pounds without even trying. No diet changes. And so, if you haven't guessed it yet, the model we're talking about here is cycling and strength training. Now, this is the same model that I personally used to lose 40 pounds accidentally. And you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, like it's not a bad idea. I'm not really a big bike rider. I don't want to go spend 10, 20K on a nice high quality bike. I don't want to be the guy who's riding outside on the roads. And I want to be clear. You don't suddenly have to become a Tour de France racing professional, and you don't have to go spend thousands on gear. You can start small, short rides around your neighborhood. The average 1 hour ride for me, and that's a little bit longer, but the average 1 hour ride burns 600 to 700 calories. So half an hour, 300, 400 calories, and a half an hour ride. The point here is to approach the weight loss from a place of enjoyment and consistency. And what will probably happen, as it happened to me and all the other clients that I've worked with, is you'll accidentally fall in love with the sport, catch what we call the cycling bug, and just immerse yourself into it, and the weight loss will happen naturally. So here's how you can start. Number one is integrate short, manageable workouts. Just start. Whether you have a bike sitting in the garage right now, or if you need to go buy one for $400. Start riding 20, 30 minutes a day. Just a few times a week, that can kickstart your progress. Remember, an hour and a half a week from the average man, 4.5 kilos down. Number two, go have fun, go adventure. There's so many social rides. If you're the kind of person who needs to ride in an environment with a group, and if you're the person who needs like some kind of community in order to actually enjoy your workouts, there are millions of cycling groups out there, ranging from absolutely never ridden a bike before and come join us to professionals. And then as you start doing this, you gradually increase either the frequency or intensity or duration of your rides to a place where you are feeling happy. This isn't an overwhelming leap. It is sustainable, slow and steady growth, growing little by little, little by little. The Bible says, he who seeks quick results. This is a paraphrase from Proverbs. He who seeks quick results in finances, like tries to get rich quick, all his money will dwindle away. He who gathers little by little will make it grow. And so that's the idea here. We only grow little by little, and it naturally becomes a part of your routine. The strength training you add in there as well, 1, maybe 2 times a week, or just follow the plan that you're already following, if you are following one. But just 2 times a week of strength training, 2-3 times a week of riding is enough to help you see so much progress. The strength training helps to not just help you lose weight, which is a little bit more on the cycling side of things, but actually transform your body composition. So you don't lose 30 pounds and look the exact same as you do, but you lose 30 pounds and look leaner, feel better, fit in your clothes nicer, lift heavier, feel stronger, sleep better, protect your joints. So the strength training is a supplement to all of this. The cycling helps you lose the weight and to get a little bit stronger and increase your cardiovascular and your heart health and all that stuff. The strength training helps you to actually look better and feel better and move better. And then all that is coupled with a nutrition plan that supports you. It's literally built on performance. It's built on understanding that food is good. Food is not a bad thing. You don't have to punish yourself with meals, or with restricting meals, should I say. You don't have to restrict anything or cut out carbs. Food is designed to be nutritious and good, and your body needs it. And this is probably the only sport, aside from running marathons, this is like the only sport that you have to eat more food and you can still lose weight, not less. I have been eating 3,000, maybe 4,000 calories a day and still losing weight. Whereas in the old model, I had to be eating 1,700, 1,800 calories a day in order to lose weight. And so you're able to maximize your fat loss, build muscle, and do it all in a very efficient amount of time. It's sustainable because it's built around your life. You only devote how much time you have available to it. There's a mental health aspect to it as well, because going out, getting fresh air, going in with the group, going on an adventure, you get stress relief and you get the weight loss and you get to have fun. And the 3 is a winning combination for results that last a lifetime. And the best part is you don't need to diet. Rather than cutting out food, a lot of the time you should be looking at what food can you add to actually help you sustain this routine, to help you make sure you're moving towards your goals and performing better. And so you actually approach it from an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. Now, after watching all of this, you really have about 2 options. Option number 1, you go buy a bike and figure it out by yourself. And this is definitely a viable option. And if you feel like that's best for you, please go ahead. However, you may hit some problems like the beginner cyclist learning curve, what to wear, why your butt hurts on the bike, how you should be eating, because this is one of the very few sports that you actually have to eat more, not less. What the heck a power meter is, or feeling lost about how to fit strength training and cycling into your routine and to balance it. How do you actually apply this? What would a week of training look like? So listen, if you'd rather have someone help you with this, I do have a program called Ride with Purpose, where I take your schedule and plan around your goals, your preferences, your abilities, your experience, and put together the perfect plan for you. If you are interested, maybe you're not. And if that's the case, thank you for watching the video. I hope that the information helps. If you are interested, I'll leave a link in the description to the exact step-by-step process that I use with clients to help them get results. I'll be honest, it is a completely raw video. There's no edits. It's just a description of me walking through the program if it can benefit you. But for the rest of you, I encourage you, find what you love and go do more of it, and the results will come by themselves. If you did find this helpful, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps. It would mean the world. And we'll catch you next time.